coming to Buffalo.
Oh my gosh, there's a snowstorm coming? Hi,
Yeah,
everyone.
hi. We're just talking about the snowstorm that's about to hit Buffalo, New York, where our headquarters is located. But they always like play it up like it's going to be like a huge deal, which of course makes everyone panic, but it could very well be. But
Wow. I
it'll be
mean,
pretty intense.
it's definitely colder here in Atlanta than it has been in years past this time around Thanksgiving. I mean, it was 30 degrees this morning.
Oh,
There's frost on the ground. It was pretty cold. Welcome, everyone. As everyone starts to tune in, we're so excited that you're here. We're live on LinkedIn and YouTube. So wherever you're at, let us know. Feel free to interact with us in the comments, and this will be saved afterwards. That's always a big question that's come up. This will be saved afterwards as a replay to go out to everybody. In case you were listening to this after the fact, you can still get all of the amazing resources. I'm super excited to be here with everybody today I feel like it's like the week of Thanksgiving Eve, if I
yeah,
can say that.
yeah.
We're,
Thanksgiving Eve, Eve,
yeah,
Eve,
Thanksgiving Eve week,
Eve week.
and Giving Tuesday is coming up so soon. So if you are listening to us live, please like drop in the comments what your organization is, where you're based. We're just talking about freezing cold weather in our neck of the woods. So depending upon where you're at, if it's really cold. And I am joined today. Danielle, would you like to do a little intro?
Sure, sure. So Danielle here from the MemoryFox team. I actually am from Buffalo, New York, but I sit in San Diego. It's a little bit warmer over here on this side of the country, but I'm, part of the sales and marketing team over here at MemoryFox. I love meeting with nonprofits from all over to talk about their storytelling goals. So really excited to share what we do today and talk about how we help nonprofits collect community stories.
Yes. And I am super excited because anytime I hear about cool new technology that helps amplify missions of nonprofits, I want to share it with everybody. And so Danielle and I have had the luxury of meeting twice this year in
Mhm.
person at two different conferences, which has been awesome to just like meet with their team on the ground. And today, I mean, I really want to talk about Danielle, and the work that you do. So much storytelling is often done from the nonprofit's voice. And
Mhm.
that's very different than what it could be from a supporter or a volunteer. What have you seen and like what makes it really special when you're getting those like different viewpoints?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about this before, but a lot of times it really is just about like humanizing your mission. And it can be a little tough sometimes to get those really intimate stories and go out on a limb and ask for them. But ultimately, that's really like the language of your organization. It really speaks the volume of your mission. So, getting your community members in a space and giving them a really easy way to share content with your community. And that's content to us is like the pictures, the videos, the testimonials that really speak the volume of the work that you're
Yeah.
doing. There's really nothing better than and more powerful than getting those words directly from your community. That's like the people that are impacted by the programs, your staff, your volunteers, your donors about why they donated. There's just so many voices that are so important to hear when it comes to your mission that we just think it's so important over here to provide a safe space and an easy way for people to do that.
Yes, and I love this. And I've been sharing just as people are like popping into the chat. These are even examples of social proof, right? Like you having like something to say, a comment and presenting it on there. I think it's so important to get a diverse group of voices talking about your mission. And I'm a really big fan of social proof
Yeah.
and showcasing what an organization's really doing on the ground. There's like so much you can say as an organization, but it really is amazing when you get to hear from people on the ground that are like in the work or receiving the support as well. So I want to go ahead and I wanted to introduce you to Danielle and this amazing tool. And what we want to do over the next like 20 minutes or so is explain what their platform is, because I've literally had, and we were just talking about this in a different session, somebody who was like, we were asking people to upload videos to Google Drive or like Dropbox or all these things. And like, we wish we knew about something that like this that existed. So there's a couple of cool things I want to walk through, have Danielle walk through what MemoryFox is. We're going to do a real life like demo example of how easy this is. I'm going to record a video. And actually, there's going to be a QR code on the screen. So technically, anybody watching can also do it. And then we're going to show you their seamless, super cool integration with Canva. Is anybody in the comments a Canva user?
Let us know.
Let us know. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. Tell us a little bit about like how the platform works.
Yeah, yeah. So, at a high level, it's really just a content collection and management tool for nonprofits. So, we've made it super easy for nonprofits to provide a link or a QR code for people to share stories. So, if you want to hop over to the next screen, I can kind of talk you through a little bit about like where the idea came from. And really it was around these three main issues, which was collecting content from your community is really tough. You're out there doing the work, and actually like providing a space for people to share that content has always been really difficult. Organizing it on the back end, so just having one location where all that content lives, a library where it's all stored and organized and accessible. And lastly, just having a more efficient and beautiful way to share those stories. So, what to do with that content. And, we work with all nonprofits. So, all of our customers are 501(c)(3)s, mission driven organizations. And that really stems from the roots of our organization, which is, we're a veteran owned and operated organization. So, we have a lot of Army vets on our team. So, the service side of things is always super important to us. But if you want to pop over again to the next one, I'll show you the layout of it and kind of
Yeah.
how it's laid out here. So the way that it's laid out is collect, organize, and share. So on the left side, what you see is the storyteller side of the journey. So this is where you're able to create these guided content collection campaigns and share them with your community, however you're connecting with them via QR code or link. And that's something that we like to talk about on demos when I'm meeting with nonprofits. We love to talk about your process and how you can actually build these links and QR codes in a way that makes it super easy and seamless for people to actually share.
And it's
So,
branded and like customized. So it's not like
yeah,
you're like entering this like weird third party site.
exactly. So it's branded to your organization. MemoryFox like appears on very little. So it's branded to your organization. It's designed to be an extension of your website. So that's the web app, and that's the way that you're actually sharing the link with your community that they click on and they follow the prompts, which I'll show you in a second when you do it.
Yeah.
That's how your community is submitting content and sharing. And then in the middle there, that's your content library. And that's where everything is sent in. So that's your dashboard where you're creating the campaigns. That's your cloud based library where everything is stored and organized and accessible. And then lastly, the share side. So, aside from being able to download all this content, you own all of the content. That's super important to us from a
It's
privacy
huge. Yeah.
standpoint. Not like Instagram or Facebook where they own everything. When someone shares with your organization, they're doing so because they trust you. So the ownership is yours. And so when you guys have the opportunity to share, you're able to download it. You're able to create story pages internally, which is a sweet feature within MemoryFox, but you're also able to share on Canva, which we're going to talk about today. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, if you want to pop over to the next screen, we'll do the test.
All right.
So grab your phone, Dana, and
Anybody else do this with me? So I'm just opening up my camera and like just a QR code like we all do at restaurants these days.
yeah, yeah. So
Anybody
you
else
can
want
film
this is a
it.
test. This is not real. Your video is not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, it won't go anywhere, I promise. But so this is an example campaign from the United Way, one of our favorite and first customers. Obviously, you can see it's branded to them, but there's no download required. So they don't have
Nope.
to save an app to their phone. They don't have to remember a password or a login. It's a secure web app. So they just click on that. And it takes them right to this page here. So the first screen is, and these two screens are optional, but you can collect the user data here. You can get name, email, phone number. Trying to get some more emails for your newsletter, anything you want to collect here. You can collect this custom user data, and you can do as many or little fields as you want.
Oh, that's a great lead gen idea.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great way to collect user data, and then it's always attached to the piece of content as well. And then this is your consent language. So this is where you're getting people to legally agree to share that content with you. Not everybody needs to use this page, but if you do need to use and collect consent, you're able to customize this page and they have to check this box to continue. So go ahead and check that box. And then this next screen here are your guided story prompts. So this is where you're guiding people to share really specifically the stories that you want them to tell that really like speak the volumes of your mission. So you
Yeah.
can do as many prompts here as you
Oh, I
want.
love
Or
this.
if
Thanks,
you,
Christy. She was just on a demo with Josh.
oh, awesome. Hi, Christy. Great. Yeah. So these are your guided storyteller prompts. So this is where you're customizing really specifically what you want people to talk about. And even if this is people internal to your organization, you can customize this and just really guide people to share what you want them to share. You can also do a button where it's like, send any pictures and videos that you've taken. Maybe someone volunteered after a day and they just want to dump pictures to your organization. If you go ahead and click to the next screen, as if you were to choose the thank you message prompt. So this is where you're actually able to see really specifically right while they're recording what you want them to talk about. So it's almost like a director. You're directing them in the
Yeah,
video.
it's amazing. It's super
And
easy. I'm on that screen right now.
yeah, so you can do a video, a photo, a testimonial, text only, or they can upload something
Awesome.
already on their phone. They can choose to, upload 20 photos to you. What this really solves the issue of as well as those file sharing issues. So if you have like an Android, if they have an iPhone, if they have a
Yes.
20-minute video, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, and
Whatever.
it's that weird, like, when you upload a video, HEIC
Yeah,
for,
there's
like,
just
an iPhone video.
Yeah, it's just whatever format and quality it's taken in, that's how it will appear in your content library. So it makes the file sharing super easy, which really tends to be a barrier when you're asking people for pictures and videos. They're like, oh, it's gonna be hard, or the content's not gonna be good still. This really just seamlessly allows you to transfer that content over and you can record. So feel free to take a picture right now, Dana, if you want, or
Okay, we'll
yeah,
do when we do a photo of us,
I don't know why I did that one, that
we're,
pose.
like, super, like, meta here. Anybody else, if you wanna do it too, again, this is a test. Okay, so now I'm gonna click continue.
Yeah, so click continue.
Let's see, does this one have the next screen?
Yeah,
Oh,
and so
yeah. Okay.
you can caption it here if you want, and again, that's always gonna be attached to that piece of content. Hit submit in the top right-hand corner, go ahead, go to the next screen here, and then you're done. It gives them a little
She got it.
confetti
Yep.
similar to, when you, say wish someone happy birthday on your iPhone, but they can continue to go back and share more content or they can be
Yep.
done. So that's really how the tool works in terms of sharing. So if you want, I can show you, hopefully if you sent it in, I
I did. Did anybody else do it? Anybody else with that QR code that was up? And again, is this something that they can test?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, awesome.
yeah.
So then I will let me know when you're ready, and then we can put it up there. So this is like I know, I love this. So Natalie said such a nice, clean prompt layout, user friendly. Totally agree.
Yeah, so I'm just refreshing my page here. Go
Awesome.
ahead and switch over the screen.
Oh, look, there's me.
So there you are. So see how easy that was to submit that piece of content. And right now, then that ownership is right for your marketing person or whoever wears the hat of collecting the content. The organization's
Yeah,
usually people that do this wear a lot of hats. So here's where you can download that original piece of content right from here. So this is just your content library where everything lives. And what's really nice is that, when we talk about time saving and wearing a lot of hats, this actually organizes things for you. So, typically a lot of our customers came from a world where they were like, can you email me this picture, send it to me on
oh my
WhatsApp?
god, yeah.
It's in pictures and videos are all over the place. This tags and organizes it immediately as it comes in. So I can go ahead and search by that United Way campaign that we had in the example. And then it's going to narrow down to just that content that you collected from that campaign. So
That's
as you can
awesome.
see here, here's that piece of content. And you can create some internal search tags too, like if you wanted to remember to use this for your annual report or to post on Instagram or Giving Tuesday is coming up. You can tag it.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah. And then
And
just
then
filter.
to do that, you can search by that in the tags. So that's really how the content library works. And just, in terms of how the subscriptions work really quick too, you can run as many of those campaigns at one time as you want. So that thing, on the web app, you can do as many as you want for your
Awesome.
volunteers, for donors, for all the different programs. You can run it as many at one time as you want. and you can store as much content in here as you want as well. So cloud-based, unlimited storage
I
as
know
well.
most of us go to obviously the oh my goodness, programmatic side of things where we're asking our volunteers or our donors for feedback, but this can also be great for your internal staff teams of
Mhm.
doing recruitment. So if
Mhm.
you're hiring or looking for new people, then you could have videos on your website of staff telling their stories about working at your organization, just like another idea.
Yeah, and I think that's a really great point, especially coming up on like the end of the year. If you have like a holiday party coming up, or like,
Yeah.
you're
Where
doing
people
an
are together.
yeah, and people are together. You can actually pop this up at an event like we did at the conference where we had like our tablet, or you put a code out, and you can engage your employees to share what they loved about this year, something they're proud of that your organization did this year. Like, just ask those stories now. This is like the time where people are reflecting and thinking about
Yes.
things. So now
Yes.
is actually a really great time to do that kind of stuff. And obviously you can have it all year, but yeah, so in terms of like the collection side of things and the storage side of things, those are the main collect and store side. But when we are talking about sharing, we are here to talk about Canva today too and share.
Yes.
And so I'd love to
We
show
had
you.
lots of Canva fans in the chat.
Yeah, and like I said, that's just something that was based on feedback we got from our customers, and why it's super important to us that we work with all nonprofits is because we take that feedback into consideration when we develop. And this was something we were super proud of because they give a free account to nonprofits. So let me see if I can refresh this here. And so as you can see here, I've got a Canva presentation example up. This is just an annual report example, one of their amazing templates that they have. And what's great is that you can just search by MemoryFox in the store. And
Oh,
then
really?
here, you can pull in all of your collected content into your Canva account. And of course, now it's going to take a second to reload because my Wi Fi likes to do that. But as that's loading here, I will show you really quick. Oh, here it is.
Oh, there
Okay,
it goes.
there it goes.
Like, as soon
So,
as you're gonna switch, it's, like, ready to go.
yeah, exactly. So I will click over to the Memory Fox logo right here. And as you can see, this will be all the content that you've collected. I've got a lot of organizations going here, but I'll pull up the one that we have. And so this is just going to be, oh, there it is.
Oh my gosh, there are some already in there, so it seamlessly
There's
connects.
a picture that we took. And look how easy it is to pull that right over to your presentation
Oh
or
my god,
whatever
that's
platform
awesome.
you're
So you
working
don't
on.
even have to upload anything.
Nope, nope. So you can go right from the person that's sharing that piece of content that you've guided them to share, right directly into a Canva presentation that you're working on. Obviously, this is an annual report example. There's Instagram posts. There's so many. I mean, you probably use Canva. You could probably talk all day about all the
All the
different.
time.
But
This would be
as you
great for reels. It's just like I know Natalie's like, "My brain is buzzing with endless opportunities to use this for different campaigns." I know, I hear you. And anybody, if you have questions as we're going through this, please let us know. This is a great example. Do you want me to play your video example too?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's hop over and play a video example and just a little bit of background about them. So, this is a use case that I love to talk about. And it's one of our nonprofits that is Kids Health Connections. And so, you're going to see a really cool video from one of the program beneficiaries. And what's great is that they use this to get more donors and actually apply for a grant. So they used one of the impact stories from one of their program recipients to apply for that grant so they can get more donations and actually have some, you know, content that speaks to the volume of what they do. So if you want to play that video, we can all watch it really quick
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
in
We'll be
Canva.
right back.
I love Fit Kids. I love this program because it gives my daughter and I an opportunity to spend more time together and to be physically active during the summer. I am so proud to be a part of the program. The staff is so kind and so encouraging. I also love the mentors and appreciate the impact that they have on my daughter, and she'll share a little about that. I love the mentors, and I love that they help me and they motivate me and push me up when I'm feeling down and I stop or I'm say I can't do it. They always say I can't, but
I always say I can't, but they always say I can do it. Never say you can't. So I love that they motivate me all the time. And we're strong, fit kids.
That's
How
amazing.
sweet is that?
That's
How
really cute. And so that was a Canva, looks like template, and then they put that video and dropped it into the side.
Yes, yep. So that was one of the templates that they used too, and they just pulled that video over after that mom sent in that video to the through that campaign that they created. And so now that lives in their library and in Canva, and they really easily made that presentation and have been sharing it. So it's just a
Awesome.
really easy way to go right from that collection tool to a project that you can share. And another use case that I like to talk about is one of our scholarship stories. So, this is one of the foundations that we work with, that Martin St. Lucie, that they were collecting stories from scholarship recipients. And so this is a really great one that I think they did such a good job with. But as you can
Oh,
see, they're
cool.
all the scholarship recipients for this organization. And so she sent out a MemoryFox link to anybody who received a
Oh
scholarship
my gosh, it's
there,
awesome.
what they did with that scholarship, why it was impactful to them. And so now anybody who donates to this organization can look at this page and see all the real stories of the scholarship recipients, so that they can see where their money went. And that's such an important piece of the puzzle, right? It's like tying together someone's giving to the mission,
Yes.
making them feel like they really made a difference. And it's stories like these that just make it so impactful. And it
Oh
was
my
so
gosh. Yes, I am writing down organizations that I'm thinking about in my head that I need to send this to, that this is so in line. And I think what's great is like going back to what people were saying is like it's so simple to do that, customize the collect. And it took me 2 seconds on my end to do it and didn't have to go through any like fussy tech upload,
right.
download. Yeah.
Right. And it's just, if you have a community where, you don't have a lot of boots on the ground and like ability to collect those stories, this is just a really simple way to streamline the content collection. And we all know that we need to be collecting more content. That's just so important. But having a super simple way to do it, that just really saves so much time in the end of the day. So I just love sharing this example because they really did such a good job, and people are engaged. They want to share, and
Yes.
giving them a space to do so really just makes it easy for them and easy for you too.
That's amazing. And actually, there was an organization that asked me recently, because I'm a monthly donor, to give, or sorry, to give a testimonial. And it was just text based. And they
Mm,
did put it in their annual report. But if they could have sent something like this, that was like a video,
right,
exactly. Yeah. Removes the barriers for resistance, that does it seamlessly. Yeah.
right.
100%. Um,
Yeah.
Danielle, where can people connect with you?
Yeah, so I on our website, and I'll send a follow-up email. Well, we're going to send out the recording, I think, of this as well. But on our website, you can just schedule a demo with me, and we can spend some time talking about your actual use case, what your organization does, and how we can really build stuff into these processes. We have a lot of resources on our website. We have webinars, we have all kinds of stuff to stay engaged. But really, the best way is to just kind of schedule some time with our team. And we can walk through your storytelling goals and walk through
Awesome.
your processes, and when are the actual pinpoints that you're connecting with your community, so we can integrate these QR codes and these links and make it super simple for people. So scheduling a demo with us to just walk through how that works, to see if it would be a good fit and how we can really help, would probably be the best way. Yeah.
Yes. If you have, I think what's so smart is like we're entering between now and then spring, so many like event seasons happening. I love the idea of setting up a QR code and iPad something in person to have a quick place to generate a bunch of this
Yeah.
content. It's like that
Oh,
was a
yeah.
brilliant idea.
Yeah, we've actually seen a lot of on-site options where people do like a very simple tablet, and they'll just put it up, and then you can sit down, and people get what like a photo booth is already. So to have it be like a story booth,
Totally.
people kind of get that idea anyways. And then you can also like print out the QR codes and put them all over. I mean, we've even done it for weddings. Like we've worked in a lot of event spaces, and like, after the wedding, you want people to send you pictures and
Oh my
videos
gosh,
too,
I wish I would have had this for my wedding. I would have totally done it.
right? And you getting people to share like stories on top of the pictures and
Yeah.
videos that you have too. But yeah, so doing it at events and fundraisers, 5Ks, anything like that, in-person events when people are in that sharing space where they're feeling
Yes.
like they are ready to talk, it's definitely a great time to get the QR code in front of them.
Oh my gosh, I have such a good idea that I'm going to talk to you about
Okay,
afterwards.
great. Okay.
Danielle, thank you so much for coming on, and thank your
Yeah,
team for putting this together, creating the company. It takes so much work on the tech side to build something
yeah,
like this, and to see, yeah, Natalie's like, you and me both with the engagement ring. I know weddings are such a great idea. The personal touches. So I think there's creativity is limitless here. And
yeah.
just to have something that makes it easy is
Mhm,
huge on both
mhm.
ends to utilize. Thank you, everyone. Please go reach out to Danielle. I will go ahead in both YouTube and LinkedIn put the links to your demo.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we'll follow up with anybody that signed up via email for this recording as well.
Yeah, and the only other thing I like to mention, just because we do work with nonprofits that are obviously very budget conscious, is that we do work on an equitable based pricing structure. So we try to mirror our prices off of your
It's awesome.
990. So we're always willing to work with you. We have partnership programs where we can offer discounts. We also work with foundations to actually help fund MemoryFox within our capacity building program. So if you're a foundation that is looking to help build capacity in your community, we'd love to chat with you as well.
That's right. Oh, and you get, if you mention me, you get
Oh
10%
yeah.
off.
Yes, 10% off anybody who mentions awesome Dana Snyder. Um, and we're happy to extend that on top of the equitable based pricing structure as well.
You guys are awesome. Thank you, Danielle, so much for being here. Have a
Of course.
wonderful Thanksgiving with your family
Yeah,
and friends. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody else who's listening. I
yeah,
can't believe it's around the corner and then Giving Tuesday. So I hope this was helpful in your brainstorming and thinking about ideas also for 2023. So again, thank you so much for being here.
yeah. Thanks, Dana.